For this next card I'm going to use the Floral Decorative Corner. I'm going to use one of the stamps from the Verses, and I think we'll emboss some of the layers in this embossing folder, and this is the A5 Trellis embossing folder. So these are the dies that are in the pack. They don't come on a magnetic sheet. I put my own on magnetic sheets, and then I know where they are and I can keep them all safe. Now all 4 of these are the same. So if you marry up the dies, you can see that the dies all fit the same. So you've got mirror images of 2 of them. So it doesn't really matter which one you use where. You can cut all 4 together at the same time. So that's what I've done with mine. I have cut all the solid bases in white, and I've cut all the filigree tops in navy blue, and I've cut all 4. Then on the other side I haven't used the diamond shapes, but I have used the flowers. So I've got my flower shapes all cut out, ready to use, and I've also cut the leaves in 2 different shades of green. So I'm going to add all these filigree pieces to the white bases. And there they are, and once the glue has dried it will dry clear. So for my flowers I'm going to take a large and a small of the pale blue, and I'm going to turn them over and just run my ball tool down the edge of each of the petals. And then once I've done that I can flip them over and push down in the middle, and I'm using a soft squishy mat here to get the shaping that I need. Now once I've done that I can take a spot of glue and add it to the centre, and then we can offset this inside the large one, and that will give us a really pretty flower to add to our cards. Now for the larger one, all I've done is flip it over and push it in the middle. Now I've kept it the right way round and just pushed it in the middle. And again I've added a spot of glue to the centre, and I've married those up and added that to the darker base. So there's some of my flowers now ready to add to the card, and I'll just complete these and then we'll start putting the card together. To the centre of all my flowers I've added a pearl. Now the size of my card for this one is going to be quite big, so it's 6 inches by 8.5, and for that I have created a pale blue mat, a dark blue mat, and then I've cut a white mat that's just slightly smaller, and each time that will leave a small border around the edge. Now this one I'm going to emboss in the folder. So once that's been embossed I'm going to repeat the process with some more white card and some more blue card that will be smaller than this panel and will sit on the front. So the blue one comes next, and that's plain, and then I've embossed the white panel, and they're going to layer up together on my card. So to get all these layers to layer up nicely and play well together, I brought another set of dies out of my collection, and this is the A5 rectangular nested set, and that will create for you all the layers that you want, and you know that they will all fit on top of each other as and when you need them. So this layer I'm going to add with some foam tape, and that will just raise it up a little bit and make the card more interesting. So we'll take off all this backing and we'll add it neatly to the card. Now with these panels you can add them anywhere you want. You can have them like this if you want. Let's have a see. That makes a different design on your card. You can add them in the corners if you want. You can just add two in the corners to mirror each other. You can add them all together to make a square, if that's what you wanted to do. Let's just think about it. That's it. So you could make a square there and put your flowers in the middle. But what I'm going to do is create a triangle right in the centre of my card, and I'm going to add my shapes this way. There we are. And that's a lovely pattern. So I'm going to add these with foam tape also. Now always have a dry run with your flowers to make sure that you like where they are. You can put them all in the middle if you wish. You can stick to just one colour, or you can use all the different colours. Dot your leaves in around it. You can put them all on the bottom, or one colour on one side and the other colour on the opposite side, and again dot with your leaves. You can do anything you want with them really. I'm going to add my sentiment along there, and so I'm going to add my flowers down here like this, and I'm going to slot one under there and one there and one there at the bottom, and I'm going to add the leaves in around them. So I'll go away and glue those in place, and I'm going to use a glue gun just to make sure that they stay put. Now before I add the flowers, in my little treasure box I found some pearl flourishes that I've cut up before. So I'm going to use these on my card as well. Now if it makes it easier for you to apply these, cut them up and use them in smaller pieces, and you can piece them together once they're on your card. So I'm just going to cut these up and remove this from the backing sheet and add it to my card. So you'll have to mind they don't get twisted and glued together. If they do, just pull them apart, give them a little minute to just relax, and they will go back into their natural shape once they've done that, and then you can add them onto your cards. So there we've got some pearl flourishes on there that just add a little bit more interest, and I don't know if you can make them out on the film. So now we're going to add in our flowers, and I'm going to add some of them flat, and I'm going to add the others with a little bit of foam tape underneath. So this one I've doubled up, and we're going to add this along there, and with this one we'll just put a single piece on, and we'll add that along the side, along there. Now I can add these in flat, and we'll pop one there, and I'm going to add another one down here, and there's my other one. And we'll add that one along there. Now we can use some ordinary glue. I'll carry on with the hot glue and just pop these leaves in wherever I would like them. And we'll push them underneath. There. There we go. Now I've done my leaves in two different colours, two different shades of green. So we can pop these in, pop this one in down there. And we'll push it under with the pokey tool. There we go. And I think we'll have this one over here so that it comes up along the sentiment. And if it's too long, just snip it off. And that can sit there. And that can also slide under the sentiment. Now I'll dot these little single ones in just around the flowers. So we'll add one there. We'll have a paler green one next to it, along there, and we'll have the last one in along this side there. That's it. Now they've got the pearls on them. We can add some more pearls down the side if we wanted to, and I'm just going to snip those off. They're just hanging off the display. There we go. Now I know the pearls don't show a lot, but they are coming out from the flowers and they are coming out at the top. So that's a nice display ready to send. So I've just added 3 more pearls at the top, and I've used the space in between my tweezers to just space them out equally. So there we've got the finished card. You can decorate the inside to match the front if you wish. You can add a personal sentiment inside as well. So the dies that I've used are the Floral Decorative Corner. I've used the Trellis embossing folder. I've also used the stamps, and to create my layers I pulled out of my collection the A5 rectangle nested dies.